Taylor, out. From Ian Botham as he comes out. Applause for Lily. The batsman out today, England having started at 6 for 1 wicket. Brearley's out for 14, Gower 9, Gaddick 1 and Willie 33. 105 for 5.
Yeah, what a triumph for him it would be if he could still be batting at 6 o'clock this evening. Lovely shot. Allman pitching up again, inviting him to drive, and Ian Botham needs no second invitation.
Beautiful stroke this. Foot there, perfectly through the ball. 4 runs all the way.
And a second invitation accepted, in the air this time, and it may not go all the way. Dawson catching up with it just inside the boundary. Perfectly played stroke. No doubt about getting on top of that one. And that's again beautifully timed. It was backward a square, but it's 4 runs nonetheless.
Well, when I was walking in the ground this morning, a Yorkshire voice said, "What odds against Jeff Boycott getting 100 today?" And I said, "Oh, you know, 20 to 1 with me on that pitch. I'm glad he didn't take me." He's played really superbly.
And he's gone, and a very reluctant lever of the crease. Alderman getting the vital breakthrough for Australia when it seemed that Boycott just simply couldn't be penetrated. And he does not look very happy with that, but that's partly, I'm sure, because he's not put a foot wrong and really never looked like missing the ball at all. But he is out LBW for 46 after 215 minutes of superb defence. Soft dismissal, but very well bowled. The man placed there for it, and Ray Bright making no mistake, a simple catch. Lifting a bit, and Bob Taylor, sometimes inclined to pop the ball up in that area, becomes the 7th man out. That makes England 135 for 7. And it's beginning to look very much like an innings victory for Australia, with a free day for them tomorrow.
Get that, but it'll be good enough for 3 if he wants 3. Dilly will look for 4. Here's Alderman. Good shot too. Smashed away to the left hand of cover. And he's got 4 more to go on to his run aggregate there. Could hardly hit a cover drive any better than that. Overthrows. You go for 4. Call was there for the single. The throw was from Trevor Chappell. No one had time to get round to back up. Alderman was going to the stumps at the bowler's end. Marsh couldn't quite reach it. Botham was in anyway. Dilly was the one who was in danger. It needed Marsh to take that and then return it if he had been able. That little tumbling turn there. Little 1.5 with Pike from Rodney. And it all resulted in 4 runs to Botham. Bowled, well played, and that's T. And Botham remains 39 not out. Dilly 25 not out. 176 for 7.
That's beaten him. 4 more. Well, the Headingley crowds of the last few days have not had a great deal to cheer in the way of batsmanship, and certainly not in the way of English batsmanship.
This is really a most remarkable shot. It's almost as though he lifts it up there.
Beautiful stroke, beautiful stroke. And if the other one was unorthodox, that was a classic cut.
I think Dennis Lilly is going on to his shorter run. No, he isn't. No, he's going right back. But, I say, since tea, they've sprayed the ball about a bit, and so have the England batsmen.
And there's another one. Thunderous blow. And not quite where he intended, but it brings him his 50 nonetheless. His second 50 of the match, and that broad smile conveying the old sense of enjoyment. And of a brilliantly talented, carefree cricketer with a fairly meaty inside edge on his bat. His 50 in the first innings came off 50 balls. This one has come off 57 balls in 111 minutes. And as with his first innings, he's hit 8 fours. Oh, that's a magnificent shot. There was nothing wrong with that ball at all.
And Ian Botham just launching himself at this. Didn't get his foot across, but it didn't matter.
Safely over the top of Hughes's head. And a bit of a risky blow that, but he's got away with it.
I think he hit this one somewhere near the splice. But he's such a powerful man, and he carried deepish mid on.
So just 8 needed now to make Australia bat again. Oh, now it's 4 needed. 3 fours in a row, and the last 2 owing a bit to luck, but he's really having a lovely time, and so the crowd. Absolute thoroughbred stroke.
This is what we were saying a little while ago. This is a perfect shot. He stays where he is, he doesn't pull that front leg away, and he hits it right in the middle, and England go into the lead.
And that'll be 4 more. I don't know what Dennis Lilly thinks of all this, but I know what Ian Botham thinks. But it's a marvellous game. And there is the 100 partnership between Ian Botham and Graham Dilley. In just 70 minutes, which have, if they haven't turned the match upside down, they've certainly turned the character of the match upside down. Test 50. It's really been a splendid innings. That's 4 more. Graham Wood having no chance, catching it.
Marvellous partnership, this is. Throw the bowlers in there, and in the end there was very good running between the 2 batsmen. And Dilley, I suspect, would have been just a few inches out had Marsh's throw hit the stumps. Still, he's there, and he's really in touch. 56. Botham is 80. I suspect it was always on the cards once Alderman decided that would be his angle of attack. Complete change of angle there, was always likely to nonplus the left-hander. But what a splendid knock that was from Graham Dilley. 56. Bowled Alderman. And that gives Alderman his 5th wicket. Fine performance again from him. Well, for a tail ender, I reckon Graham Dilley has just slipped himself into the budding all-rounder class. Then Botham looking for that, let alone chasing it. It's gone straight into the confectionery stall and out again. A beautiful hit.
What a wonderful follow-through.
That's where there's no man. There are men everywhere else. There's a long off, a deep point, a third man, a deep fine leg, and a deep mid-wicket, all of them on the boundary. The one unguarded spot is extra cover.
A magnificent shot again. Tremendously strong.
Short. Sharp again, he didn't quite get it, but it's 4. Has come into slip, gone round to gully now. That's Border. He was down at fly slip, so there's just a third man. It's a no ball and it's 4. 99 to Botham. And that's as good as any stroke he's played all day. Great innings by Ian Botham. 50 in the first innings, a century in the second and 6 wickets. A marvellous all-round performance to match some of the others he's produced for England. And a marvellous tribute as well from his teammates, all of whom have gathered. And Mike Greeley is just giving him the word to stick around. Well, if he sticks around for too much longer, we'll be starting to think in terms of what might England's bowlers do on this pitch. His 7th Test match century, and he faced only 87 balls. 157 minutes, 19 fours. It's his 14th first-class century. 103 not out. And a really marvellous piece of stroke play.
And he's through. So Chris Old out for 29. He'd stayed there for 53 minutes and he'd prolonged this England counter-attack very effectively. But Lawson getting that vital breakthrough for Australia. that one past border. Superb shot. This has been a leonine innings.
Well, he had a nice practice, the one before, so he was really ready for this and knew where he was hitting it.
Safe. Yeah, doing his best, but he had no chance. And I would think that as Hughes returns the ball to Lawson, he perhaps is saying no more short ones. So the one saving field has come back into position. Oh, full toss, and where's it gone? Over to third man in the air for 4 runs. And it was very near to being what is called a beamer. Straight at his head, which is an illegal ball now. It says so as much in the laws. And that looked like another one. And Botham's going to be content with 1 run. And Lawson, I'm sure it wasn't deliberate, apologising to Ian Botham, who is helmetless and has never looked in any danger. And with this match unexpectedly going into the final day, I'll tell you in a moment the prices for admission tomorrow. Oh, another great shot. Consolation for Australia in the last half an hour or so is that England haven't been able to run any 2s. On the other hand, they've had plenty of 4s and 1s. Oh, it's safe. It's going up for his 25th 4. And that is Ian Botham's highest test score, surpassing the 137 he made on this ground against India 2 years ago. And it's done more than revive Ian Botham's career, it's positively revived this Test series. Oh, magnificent stroke. 4 more runs. Lawson getting tired.
Well, Lawson bowling it down the wicket, and Kim Hughes told him to pitch it up for an over before. He said, come on, keep it up, but he's probably too weary, he can't get it up the other end, and these runs keep peppering up on this scoreboard. 123 ahead, England.
Last ball of the day, the new ball will be due tomorrow. and he's got the single he wanted. So he'll have the strike in the morning. This man who has become, once again, a national hero. Ian Botham, 26 fours, a 6, and 145 not out. He came to the wicket when England were in dire straits at 105 for 5. It has been a phenomenal innings.